Hello and welcome to the Team Talk on Hibs TV. It's our final game of 2024 and David Gray's Hibs come into it in fine form, having picked up 4 wins in our last 5. Motherwell, Ross County, Aberdeen were all swept aside before our Boxing Day delight in the Edinburgh Derby. Up next, we close out the year with a visit of Kilmarnock to Easter Road. Kick-off is from 3 p.m. this afternoon. Yes, hello, Merry Christmas. You're watching the Team Talk here live from Easter Road. My name's Gavin Rittoo. And before we introduce any of today's guests, here's a belated Christmas present from Hibs TV to you.
Who has options and does well to find Nectar Triantis. The switch is on and he finds Nicky Cadden down this left-hand side. Nicky looking to put another quality delivery and it's in! Dwight Gale scored! And Hibs lead here at Tynecastle!
Told you, he knows where to be. Where to be. Every single time.
Some delivery again by Nicky Cadden, by the way.
Area the box he's put that in, brilliant. But if you just watch Dwight Gale, the work he does over this side of the pitch first to keep the ball in, then he just knows where to be.
He runs
right across the striker.
Both centre halves,
honestly, the timing of it, the timing, and again the finish. He just knows it's going to bounce up, in step of the foot, opens it up. No chance. You got no chances as a goalkeeper there.
Yeah, you said, didn't you, as soon as he came on, it's about what's in his head and the movement for the goal. Like
it's a great ball.
Yes, welcome along. The Hibs come into this one off the back of that massive victory in the Edinburgh Derby just 3 days ago. But the game's come thick and fast, and up next we've got Kilmarnock here at Easter Road. And joining me to preview this one, it is none other than Hibernian cult hero Ali Benny Brazil, played here in the 70s and the 80s. Ali, first of all, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Yeah. How was your Christmas? What did you get up to?
Very good Christmas. I had my grandkids and my children and outlaws here as well, so it was a good day.
Nice one. And how does it feel to be back here at Easter Road?
Absolutely fantastic, and it's such a big change from when I was here playing myself.
What are the kind of main changes that you've found?
They're all new stands. It's looking absolutely fantastic.
And well, before we even start talking about today's game, I've got to wish you a happy retirement as well, because was it earlier this month or last month that you retired from your full-time job at Lothian Buses?
Yeah, it was the beginning of the month there. I backed in after 21 years there, and it's a great feeling.
Yeah, and so after your football career, did you go straight into that, or how did that kind of work?
No, after my football career, I had a few different jobs. Latterly, it was the buses, which was the longest I've been in a career in my life. 21 years. So yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it.
And I guess that's something that's maybe a bit different now. Footballers that retire now often go into kind of maybe coaching or punditry or that kind of thing. But for you, did you always kind of want to get a job in the working world, or how did it work?
Well, back in the day when I was playing, guys are making enough money now that they don't need to work after their football life, but when I was playing, it was a necessity. We had to go out and find a job,
yeah,
which was a bit of a shock to the system.
Yeah. And talk about your playing career then, and here in particular at Easter Road, you played over 250 times for the club. What are your kind of favourite memories, or any memories that stand out for you?
Just being here was an absolutely fantastic experience. I was with a great bunch of guys, good managers, and we got to 2 cup finals, the Scottish Cup final, which went to 2 replays, eventually lost that, and also the League Cup final against Aberdeen, which we also lost, which wasn't great.
Yeah,
a very happy hunting ground for us. But
you also played in your fair share. We were just talking at the top of the show about the Edinburgh Derby as well. You played in your fair share of them. How special a fixture was that to play in as a Hibie?
Always a big match, and everybody looked forward to them immensely. And we actually had quite a good record against Hearts back then, so we done okay.
And were you watching on Boxing Day, or as a fan, do you get to come back and go to as many games now?
I watched the game, but I wasn't at the game. But it was great to get a result against the old enemy.
And in terms of this season, then, what have you made of the Hibernians under David Gray? We've definitely picked up in form in recent weeks.
Yeah, they've picked up big time. That's 3 out of 4 we've won. We've been a bit unlucky in the game so far because we've lost a lot of late goals. We've also been in front when guys have been sent off, which hasn't helped. But we're getting there. We're not far away now.
Yeah, definitely. And as you said, 3 wins in our last 4, and of course that last one came on Boxing Day in the Edinburgh Derby. Here's a reminder of how the action turned out in that one.
Nicky Cadden with the corner then, whips it on the 6, and it's in! Hibs lead! Josh Campbell runs away and scores! And a fantastic start here at Tynecastle for the Hibernians.
That is exactly what you want. I told you the delivery was brilliant. Right, honestly, that delivery, I can't tell you how good that is.
Nick Walsh is spending some time over this one though. Like you say, it's come off Rouse here.
What they'll argue is if it's as it's hit. Goal.
And the goal's given, and Hibs lead here at Tynecastle.
There was no way that was going to get disallowed. It just couldn't. And I told you, Nick Walsh as a referee,
trying to wriggle away from his man and finds Warren O'Hara, who switches it to the left to Nicky Cadden inside the area. Cadden goes for goal. It's spilt by Gordon, but he just about gets it away from Martin Boyle, and a half chance there. Nicky Cadden now down this left-hand side. He's got options ahead of him. Looks to send an early cross into the box. Finds Martin Boyle at the back post, who cuts it back. Chris Cadden's there. It's a great save from Craig Gordon before Nectar Triantis fires over, but it's a real opportunity and keeps it. Joe Newell gets it again. This time clips one towards the back post. Josh Campbell rises highest. It's a good save again by Gordon to deny Josh Campbell. Play continues then as Joe Newell tries to clip one over the top to Eliu, and he left-footed strike, and it's another good save by Gordon. Warren O'Hara's there with him. Gets his cross into the box though towards Shankland at the back post. It's met by his head and it's in off Rocky Bashiri, and it's 1-1 here at Tynecastle. It's an awkward one for him. Quan on the ball now, looking to slot one through to Dwight Gale inside the area. Back to Nicky Cadden. Nicky whips one across the face of goal. It's met by Chris Cadden. It's a good save by the chest of Craig Gordon. And the twin brothers almost combined. Who has options and does well to find Nectar Triantis. The switch is on and he finds Nicky Cadden down this left-hand side. Nicky looking to put another quality delivery, and it's in! Dwight Gale scored! And Hibs lead here at Tynecastle.
Told you, he knows where to be. Where to be. Every single time.
Some delivery again by Nicky Cadden, by the way.
Area the box he's put that in, brilliant. But if you just watch Dwight Gale, the work he does over this side of the pitch first to keep the ball in, then he just knows where to be.
He runs
right across the striker.
Both centre halves,
honestly, the timing of it, the timing, and again the finish. He just knows it's going to bounce up, in step of the foot, opens it up. No chance. You got no chances as a goalkeeper there.
Yeah, you said, didn't you, as soon as he came on, it's about what's in his head and the movement for the goal. Like
it's a great ball, but look, just open up the right foot. Just that little touch. He knows. Doesn't need anything more than that. No big swings. That's experience finishing.
Yeah, his third goal for Hibs.
Name on it.
As Boateng wins it, flicked on by Shankland. Vargas back into Shankland, who goes past Rocky Bashiri into the area, but it's blocked by Jack Iredale. Lewis Miller wins the header. Josh Campbell rises highest for the second ball, but it comes out to Boyce.
Good up.
Penrice now with a left-footed effort, and it's blocked by Chris Cadden, who punches the air in celebration, and Rocky Bashiri goes down. Jordan Abita telling him to play it towards the corner flag, and he clips it there, and the final whistle goes here at Tynecastle, and Hibs have won the Edinburgh Derby. Absolutely fantastic. The first time in 5 years since Boxing Day 2019, and the players run straight to the supporters.
Yes, a lovely reminder of that memorable 2-1 victory over Hearts on Boxing Day. Benny, just looking back at the highlights there, do you think it was just a case that we wanted it more than them on the day?
I think, obviously, being a derby, both teams are always up for it. On the day, we played really well in the first half. Should have actually been more than one goal, maybe 2 or 3, and then we got a sucker punch just before half time, which didn't help. But come back out in the second half, and we held in there. Hearts were probably shaded in the second half, but we done enough to keep them out, and we got a fantastic winner.
Yeah, and thoroughly deserving of the 3 points. As you mentioned, the first half created so many chances, and if it hadn't been for Craig Gordon, we probably could have been 2 or 3 up on the day.
Yeah, that's right. Craig had about 3 good saves, which managed to keep us out, which was a pity.
But then obviously Dwight Gale popping up with what Dwight Gale does, you know what I mean, those kind of one-touch and instinctive finishes in the box. We've seen him do it throughout his whole career. How impressed were you with that finish?
Well, it just shows the class that the guy's got. For the finish, for the way he finished it was absolutely fantastic, and it's only class players that can do that.
In terms of the victory, it's obviously 3 wins in a row now, but how much can a win in a derby just lift the spirits of the players, of the coaching staff, of the fans, of everyone around the club? How much, as you've experienced yourself, how much does that lift everybody?
It gives everybody a massive lift. The fans will be out here today, and they'll be raring for us to go out there and get a result, which I'm pretty sure we've got a good chance of winning here today, and that puts us right back up into the. If things go for us, we'll be a point behind
St Mirren, and right back in that contention for top 6. Obviously, David Gray in charge of the Hibs at the moment. He's played in the derby many times. Do you think that kind of helps him as a manager because he gets the fixtures? Do you think that helps, get the players more up for it? You've played under some great managers, Eddie Turnbull, Pat Stanton, all these kind of guys. Does it help that when you're a manager and you've played in the fixture, it gives that extra incentive?
I think it does help, but these games look after themselves. Players, they don't need lifted for games like that, because they've got to go out there and they've got to show to the fans that they're wanting to win. So at the end of the day, these games, they look after themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And the motivation, as you said, is always going to be massive for a derby. No time to dwell on it, unfortunately, however, as much as we'd love to. 3 days later, we've got Kilmarnock here at Easter Road. It's a busy fixture schedule, as it always is around Christmas. What's it like to be a player around this time of year?
It's good. Obviously, the games are coming thick and fast, which is, you'd be better playing games rather than training, and it's good. The players always look forward to playing 2 games a week.
Did you like that as a player, and having to maybe juggle your schedule around Christmas? Did you always enjoy that?
It was good. It just means you want to train as much, so which is even better.
Aye, definitely. And Kilmarnock here again today, 3 wins in a row, as we mentioned. How important is it that we back up that derby win with another 3 points today and make it 4 in a row?
Well, Kilmarnock's actually picked up as well in the last couple of games, so we could be getting a victory today and just pulling away from them as well.
Yeah, definitely. Not long until kick-off now, but before we go, we're going to take a short break, and after the break, we're going to hear the pre-match shots from the manager, David Gray. Back in a few minutes.
I'm getting some work done. Enough of that. I am totally winning! Oh, and relaxing.
Here's your water.
With a coffee, thank you. I love this film. I'm doing all of this on my way to Mum's. Because it's all possible on an LNER train.
Next stop, London.
And I'm almost there.
Right, welcome back to the team talk here on Hibs TV. Hibs against Kilmarnock is coming up very shortly, but now it's time to get the pre-match thoughts from David Gray. He's been speaking to Adam Tomlinson.
Dave, we're speaking after the win here at Tynecastle. Just describe how that feels.
Oh, it's delighted for everyone involved, the fans today. I think that's been a long time coming, 5 years since the last time we won here. That was clearly the message before the game. And I thought we deserved it. I thought their goalkeeper had to make some big saves. And credit to the players from how well we played first half to be pegged back at half time. I thought Hearts actually started the second half a bit better, came under a bit of pressure without really causing us too many concerns. But we're always a threat, and I'm delighted to get over the line. But I think you see that at the end, how much it means to everyone, and I'm delighted for everyone.
I was going to say, how special was that moment at the end of the game with the fans?
It was very special. It's something that I've been very fortunate to experience before, and that was a message to the players before the game. I think there is no better place to win a game of football than against your local rivals, especially this time of year, everything that comes with that. And I think you've seen that at the end there. The scenes, the togetherness, not just from the players, but the connection between the players and the fans is there, and long may it continue. And we know we've got a lot of work to do. We've not by any means took our eye off the ball at all. We've had a real good turn in results and performances, but attention now quickly changes towards to Kilmarnock to make sure we end this year and as positive we can.
Yeah, let's talk about the winning goal then. A real moment of quality in terms of the ball from Nicky Cadden, but fantastic movement and a finish from Dwight Gale.
Yeah, I think even the way we got it out there, switched to play well, and Nicky demonstrated that numerous occasions. He's got real good quality on that left foot, but also the knowledge and the experience and the timing of Dwight Gale's movement for the goal and the quality of finish. He gets that one chance and puts it away, which is why he's played at the highest level, which is why he's still so effective at this level, and he's still got a massive part to play, as you can see today.
Yeah, there was an element of doubt over the opener as well. Another fantastic set-piece delivery from Nicky Cadden, and VAR helped us get to the right result in the end.
Yes, I think we did get to the right result in the end. Obviously it took a long time, but this is what VAR is supposed to be there for, which is, as long as they do get the right outcome, we're delighted to have it, and it should be there to try and make sure we do get the right decisions, because on another day without it, the linesman would have gave him offside. So delighted we managed to get the goal, and then, if I was being honest, a couple would be a bit more clinical, we maybe could have made it a little bit more comfortable, but I think all in all, delighted with the performance and for everyone involved.
Yeah, that's now 4 wins in the last 5 league games going into Killy. What can that kind of momentum do when games are in such a short space of time?
It definitely helps in the recovery, because you start to feel a lot better about yourself, but we're going to need every single player. The squad is going to be tested over this period because of the amount of games we've got, but I think it's about the togetherness. It's about what you're doing on the training pitch every single day and believing in what we've been doing for a number of weeks now, but our full focus is on, quickly as I've already touched there, is towards Kilmarnock now, because that's going to be a real tough game. We've had 2 real tough away games, difficult venues, and got 6 points, which is great, but the onus is going to be completely different against us with Kilmarnock. The expectation will be on us to go and win, and rightly so, but Kilmarnock will come up here and be a real tough test, but it'll be one that the fans can look forward to. I know it's a sellout, and hopefully we can end the year as positive as we can, like I've said. Yeah,
I just wanted to touch on that in terms of the sellout. The fans were fantastic here, like they always are. It'll be a sold-out Easter Road on the 29th because of the Football for a Fiver initiative. How fantastic will that be, and how much of an impact will the atmosphere actually have on the players and the team?
It'll have a huge impact. I think it's like today, when the fans, both sets of fans, get right behind their team, it really inspires your team on, and I'm sure the fans will be exactly the same for us at Easter Road. It's credit to everyone involved at the club, with the initiation to make it Football for a Fiver. You'll get with it being the holidays as well, everybody's going, and I'm sure as long as we can do what we need to do on the pitch, the fans will always be right behind us, and hopefully we can get 3 points.
Absolutely, well done today.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yes, David Gray in good spirits there after the win on Boxing Day. Benny, how much will have he got out of that win? But not just that, but the upturn of form, the fact that we've picked up 12 points from the last 15, and that win away at Pittodrie, at Motherwell, and here as well against Ross County.
He got a massive lift from that. Him and his background staff, they've been crying out for this for weeks now. Mm-hmm. And to take that into the game today, that'll be really good, because they're going into the game with a bit of confidence now, whereas before they were lacking a bit of confidence. Well, hopefully today they'll come out and do the business. Yeah.
As players, how much does it help when you do put a run of wins together and you take to the field again? Can you feel that as players?
Oh, definitely, because your confidence is high. You'll try things that you wouldn't try when when your confidence is low. Plus the fact is that the fans will be on your side as well.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. The fans is that everybody's really kind of galvanised at the moment. Absolutely buzzing to be here. It's got a sold out crowd this afternoon, but it's going to be a difficult game against Kilmarnock. I think they're also unbeaten in 4, and it'll be a tough side to beat today.
Kilmarnock's always a tough side to beat, especially under Derek McInnes. He's got them playing well again, and they've scored a few goals as well. So it'll be a tough game for us today.
Yeah, they had a good win last week. They beat Aberdeen, who enjoyed such a good start to the season, but they beat them 4-0 at Rugby Park on Boxing Day. So like us, they'll come here full of confidence as well.
Of course, I think that's probably the most goals that Aberdeen's lost in the one match this season. It'll be a tough game today.
What do you think that we need to make sure in terms of focusing on ourselves? We need to make sure that we do right today to make sure that we do get the 3 points.
I think if we come out and play as a team, keep everything tight at the back, hopefully get up the wings and get a few crosses in. You can get some maybe crosses in and get goals from there.
Yeah, we've kind of seen that with a lot kind of this season, especially with Nicky Cadden and the goal, Dwight Gale's goal. Crosses in from the left hand side and from the right, it has been really kind of fruitful for us this season, and we've seen a lot of goals from there as well. Yeah,
Chris Cadden's been absolutely fantastic with his delivery into the box from wide positions, and down the right side as well. His brother's been putting them in from the other side as well.
Exactly, yeah, no, it's been brilliant. In terms of looking at the kind of league table as a whole, then up to 7th now, do you kind of believe that European football and all that kind of stuff, top 6 is very much still on the cards? Only a couple of points off St Mirren above us.
Yeah, we've got them back in our sights again. So another 2 or 3 wins and we'll be up there and challenging again for that top 6th place.
Yeah, and how important you were here for 10 years as a player. How important is it that the club is playing European football and challenging for the top 3, the top 4, that kind of stuff in terms of as a club, as a city, and the fan base as well?
It's fantastic for everybody involved in the club, the fans, the players, because especially the club, because financially it's going to be a massive boost.
Yeah, and we mentioned earlier that it's a sold out stadium, so this afternoon it's our Football for a Fiver game, essentially an initiative that means that every single seat here at Easter Road is only £5 a ticket, and it's going to be sold out. First of all, it's a great initiative for the club to put on, but that will kind of help galvanise the players as well, having a sold out game as well. How much did that make a difference to you when you played here?
It makes a big difference. If you've got a full house here and they're all looking for you to do well, and there will be, it'll be good, because there's nothing worse than coming into a ground that's half empty. Whereas today it's obviously got to be a full house, and that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, I thought it's worth mentioning as well that you came here today this morning, but you didn't actually know you were going to be here at Easter Road. It's all kind of a bit of a surprise for you, or a surprise organised by your son. Can you just tell us a little bit about that this morning and what you've got planned for the rest of the day?
Well, today I hadn't a clue what was going on. I met my son at the Waverley Steps on Princess Street, and we jumped into a taxi. We were heading down along Regent Road, and the taxi stopped at the traffic lights with his indicator turning left to come down Easter Road. And I just said to him, are we going to Easter Road by any chance? So, it was a wonderful surprise.
Yeah, and the first thing you've had to do is you've been pulled into an interview, and a live interview here on Hibs TV. Have you enjoyed this? You could make a great pundit.
Well, this is a first for me, so I don't know about being a pundit, but it's a big surprise anyway.
No, you've been absolutely brilliant on the show. What else have you got planned for the rest of the day? I'm sure your son's got plenty of plans for you, or the club have got plenty of plans for you. Do you know anything? You
probably know more than I do, because I haven't got a clue.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm sure we've got plenty of fun stuff lined up for you, and hopefully we'll get a win as well for you. Can I ask for your score predictions this afternoon as well?
I'll look for 2-0, that'll do me fine.
2-0?
Yeah.
And goal scorers?
Chris Cadden, and I'll go for Johan,
okay,
yeah.
Nice, yeah. He's been in fine form since he has kind of come back into the team in the last couple of weeks. Hopefully maybe we might see another one from Dwight Gale. But Ali, it's been absolutely brilliant having you on the show today. Thank you so much for your company, and make sure you enjoy the rest of today as well. It's been brilliant.
Thanks very much.
Cool. I'm afraid that is all we've got time for. Our last game of 2024 is here, and kickoff is coming shortly against Kilmarnock. Here's hoping for many more memories just like this in 2025. We'll see you next time.